At the beginning of today's episode, MP and Tokolo were at Doctor's chamber, and Doctor says they're expecting to have twins. Hearing this, Mo and Tokolo become happy, but Kabo was shocked. Tokolo and Mo were besitted at their office, and they decide to make amendments in contract with Kabo, as there are 2 babies, and Tokolo says they'll talk to Kabo when the contract is ready. Meanwhile, Tobago passes from there, and Tokolo calls her out and asks her to bring the finest bottle of champagne they have to celebrate this happy moment. Scene shifts where Tobago was taking a champagne for Mo and Tokolo. Meanwhile, another receptionist comes and asks her what is going on. On reply, Tobago says, "Friend, Kabo has made the big bosses really happy for sure." Then she takes a picture of the bottle and sent it to Kabo, and Kabo becomes shocked again. Kogopolo and Taps visits Poco's house, and they were talking about the marriage and saying they must do everything properly. Poco's granny offers them a drink, and while they were talking about the procedures of marriage, Poco gives an envelope of money to Kogopolo, and Gopolo seems angry on this, but still remains silent. Zaza was talking to her friend and telling her that she's gonorrhea positive, but it's not HIV, and doctor has given her some medicines, and she'll be fine. And hearing this, her friend says she knew that Zaza will be HIV negative, and Ntuthuko must have got HIV from somewhere else. At the same time, Madlomo comes there to meet Zaza, and Zaza says she was also thinking of visiting Madlomo's place, and Madlomo talks about church, but Zaza says she don't want to go to the church. But Madlomo tries to insist her, and Zaza gets furious on this, and she says, "You're not my mother, so you don't have any right, leave me alone." Madlomo feels insulted and leaves from there. Scene shifts to Kogopolo and Thoriso. Kogopolo was telling Thoriso how his little girl grown up so early, and now she doesn't belong to him anymore. Hearing this, Thoriso tells her dad that she'll still be his little girl, and meanwhile, Taletha and Poco comes there with drinks and hand overs drink to Kegopolo and Thoriso. Then Poco thanks Kegopolo for going easy on him and approving the marriage, and also apologizes for marrying Thoriso secretly. Then Talitha says there will be a grand wedding ceremony, but Thoriso says she doesn't like all this, but Talitha says, "You got what you want, but now as parents we deserve a big day," and then Thoriso agrees to it. Kedabone comes home from the market, and her mom tells her about her meeting with Kogopolo and says he is a good man, but Kedabone sarcastically asks her how long she knows Kogopolo to say all this, and her mother says, "I'm not new to this world, I know how people are." But Kedibone starts to go against it, and they start an argument. Her mother says Kedibone should have helped her son to do things properly, and says Thoriso is everything to Poco, but Kedibone says this marriage is doomed. Marriage is about partnership, but this marriage looks like nurse and patient relationship. Scene shifts back to Zaza and her friend says, where everyone is mocking about Zaza, Madlomo was the person who was being nice to her and trying to support her. So talking to her in such rough tone and behaving to her like that wasn't right at all. Mo comes home and tells Kabo that she'll not be leaving right after delivering their twins. They'll need Kabo for the first 5 days to breastfeed the babies. Then Kabo asks, "How much will I get on this Monday?" Offers her R500 per day, but Kabo refuses it. Then Mo asks how much she wants, and Kabo says R5,000 per day, and Mo becomes shocked, but Kabo says, "Take it or leave it." Thembalil was showing her rehearsals to her mom, and Zaza appears there and tells Madlomo she wants to take to her. Madlomo sent Thembalila outside, and then Zaza apologizes Madlomo for insulting her, and Madlomo instantly forgives her. And Zaza was shocked because she wasn't expecting Madlomo would forgive her so easily. Then Madlomo asks Zaza about her parents, and she says her mom died long ago, and she don't knows her dad, and she was raised by her mother's relatives, and they treated her like burden all her childhood. Kabo's colleagues come to see her off, and she says Mo and Tokolo are cheating her, and they put 2 embryos inside her, and now she's expecting twins, so they'll get 2 babies in one's price. So she demanded for 5,000 rand per day to breastfeed the babies, saying, if they can have 25k drink, then it's nothing. And on this, Tobago stops Kabo and says they are good people, and Kabo shouldn't do this, and then suggests Kabo to talk to Mo and Tokolo.